Welcome to Activations with JJ, Ascension Message. Today we'll be talking about timelines, physical ascension symptoms, dragons, ancient ones, and integration. Looking forward to going on this ride with you today. Hello, my friends. I am so excited to be here with you. Thank you for joining me today, whenever your today is. Whether it's close to the date that I published this or a year or two later, I think that these messages will apply to you, as the universe is always sending us synchronicities, isn't it? Awesome. Well, I have a lot to talk about today. I do have a few time-sensitive announcements that I want to make, so I'll pop in and do that really quickly, and then we'll move on. First of all, I am so pumped because we are coming up on a very special date. This date has been resonating with me for a while, and it is 2/2/2022. I mean, obviously, a lot of people know that's a really special date, as is 2/22/2022. So with all those twos happening in the month of February, and again, they're happening twice, right? So we've got doubles everywhere we look. I cannot pass by those dates without spending them with you. So I have decided to open up some special sessions just for those two dates, the 2nd of February and the 22nd of February. And I will allow the 1st of February and the 21st of February for those of you in Australia and New Zealand, because I know you like to do it on the day for you, not just the day for me. I'm going to open up those times for some really amazing sessions that I've been guided to do by Spirit. And here's what they're going to involve. They are personalized, guided meditation sessions. They're kind of different from my regular session. I'm literally going to invite you at the very, very beginning to just lay down, get relaxed, and I will walk you through a beautiful guided meditation with two intentions. Again, I'm keeping with the theme of two. The first intention is to integrate any upgrades you've received over the last couple of months. I know lots of people are bringing in light codes. I've even known people who have literally started doing light language themselves and writing light codes themselves and don't even know what's going on. So it's important as we start to step into this time that we not only bring through the codes, but we integrate them to become part of us. In addition to integrating, I will also be assisting you in calibrating your energy to your highest timeline. We set the intentions, we did manifestation sessions at the beginning of January, and now it's time to continue to calibrate our energy to that. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but I feel like this is a very significant window of time, February 2022, taking advantage of the twos. For me, I see the twos as bringing two things into alignment. And again, we're bringing the light codes and you in alignment. We're also bringing your energy and the timeline of your highest timeline energy. You're bringing those two together in alignment. And that is why I am taking advantage of these special dates. So I only have a limited number of sessions available, as you can imagine, but go ahead and click on the link in the description to this podcast or this video, and let's get together. Take advantage of that time. I am so excited to do that with you. All right, the second thing I want to mention is related to our February soul integration cohort. For those of you who feel like you've done a ton of shadow work, a ton of healing, a ton of just clearing and past life regression and really tapping in, connecting with your starseed family, I am telling you, if you feel stuck, here's the deal. Soul integration might be the next logical step for you. Soul integration process, you can find out all about it in the link down below if you've never heard me talk about it or if you're a new listener. I also have different podcast episodes where I've discussed what it is, but it's really coming through strong for me to start creating spaces where people can do this. And I have a February cohort, which is a small group of participants that's about ready to launch. So if this really resonates with you, I want you to reach out, find out more. You can also go to the link, find out more, whatever it is it takes for you to get where you need to go in your soul evolution. I am here to and would be honored to accompany you for this part of your journey. So those are the two announcements I want to make right now. Let's head into our message, starting with timelines. You can tell I've already brought that up because I was talking about the 2-2-2-2-2 sessions. And I talked about how we're coming into the same vibration, or we're matching vibration with our highest timeline. It was really interesting because I had a discussion with somebody this week trying to explain to them about how timeline shifts work. And it was like, how do I get to that timeline? How do I get to that timeline? What do I do? What do I do? And I said, you know what? I keep hearing from my guides and from spirit. It's all about doing the inner work, getting your inner vibration where you want it to be, and you will literally draw that timeline towards you. So if that's a theme for you, and that's a synchronicity for you to hear about timelines, I want you to consider less what you can do on the outside and more what you can do on the inside, all right? Lots of timeline shifts are happening. Some of you who did a timeline shift with me at the beginning of January may have another timeline shift coming up. I've timeline shifted like 5 times this month that I can count, that I can literally know, like I came out of a meditation or I went somewhere and came back and I felt like I had shifted timelines. I've talked about this in other podcast episodes, so be sure to listen to those because I give lots of details on how timeline shifts work, what they look like, and what you may experience as you go through them. But it's a heavy theme continuing through the month of February. In addition to that, physical symptoms are coming up for a lot of people. I cannot tell you, I literally think almost every person I worked with individually this month so far has had like this little cold or whatever you want to call it going around. I had it. Everybody in my family had it. So I was asking Spirit, I'm like, what is this? Like, what's going on with our immune system? What's going on? And Spirit said to me, here's the thing. People and people's bodies are used to thinking that something foreign introduced to it is bad. And what if that thing that our body thinks is attacking us is actually an upgrade for us? But we're so ingrained to think that anything outside and foreign is bad that we're starting to just put our immune systems on high alert. What if we told our immune system that it was a friendly thing because we intuited it, right? You're going to use your discernment and intuition. And then we invited our body to integrate that upgrade. That's what Spirit taught me. It kind of blew my mind. I'm dropping it here for you to think about. This is something you're going to have to really simmer, but that's a really cool thing that I learned this week. In addition to that, I have been working with dragons. Dragons have been coming up. We worked with them in our Fairies and Elementals gathering. I had Tiffany from Embodied Soul Goddess come and co-channel with me. She brought through some amazing dragon energy. I have other clients I work with who are super connected to dragons, and it's been fascinating to see them keep popping up, helping us with ascension. If that's a theme for you, wait until you hear the dragon activation I'm going to bring through this week. If you're listening on the podcast platform, it will only be on my YouTube channel, so make sure you check it out there. But it's going to be so powerful. I can just feel them like waiting, and they're coming, and they're going to have their messages. They're going to bring in light language. They're going to bring in teachings. They're so wise. I love working with the dragons, so be on the lookout for that. The other kind of beings or energies that I've felt come through me, and I've had other people bring them up, are the ancient ones. And if you've been with me for a while, I have channeled what an energy that calls themselves the ancient ones. I've channeled them before 2 other times. I'll leave the links in the description below. It was amazing whenever I connected with them. And here's one of the things that they taught. Many of us who are on the earth now were on the earth at the beginning of the initiation of this planet. So we literally came through and we were the elders. We were what we would consider, if we were thinking about it in a linear way, we were the ancestors. We are the ancestors, and we are now the children, if you look at it from a linear perspective. What that is creating is a full circle. They talk about this in my past episode that I've got the link to down there, is that it's a full circle, a full cycle. The old is the new, and the new is the old. You've probably heard that before in different places. If that's a synchronicity for you, I'm going to invite you to focus on remembering. There's a reason you're here. You are a way shower. If you are listening to this podcast, you are a way shower. You most likely had a life on this planet at the beginning, and you are here to remind people about that. You're here to remember yourself so that you can bring through all of that energy of being able to launch a new planet. We're launching a new Earth. We are launching a new Earth, a new version of Earth. We've done it once. We're doing it again. We've got this. And if we just remember, it'll all come through. The last thing I want to talk about, I already brought up, but I want to bring it up one more time, is integration. You guys are, I feel like a broken record, okay? Integration, any way, shape, or form that you can integrate, whether you're walking, moving, stretching, meditating, through foods you eat, intention setting with water. I have my beautiful friend Monica. She's at healingwithmonica.com. If you follow her on Instagram, she just brought through some information about water and programming water. There's so many ways that we can invite integration of all these light codes that are coming through. They are coming through so much and so heavy. I follow a girl in the universe. A lot of you I know do too, because you've told me. And she's telling us all these updates about this powerful ascension energies and solar flares and CMEs and all these things that I don't even actually understand completely because I'm not a scientist. But those are upgrades. Those are upgrades. And if our body is open to receive them and we talk to our physical cells and say, hey, listen, this isn't scary. We can do this. Let's change. Let's upgrade. Then I truly believe that as we do that intentionally, that it will go much more smoothly for us. So that is my last little theme that's come up for me in the last, I guess, week since I last talked to you. And I hope that some of what I've said has resonated with you. Please check back later on this week. I will be posting 2 things. One, my Dragon and Elementals message activation on my YouTube channel only. And then on my YouTube channel and my podcast, I'll be putting out another Ascension School episode. This one's going to be incredible. It's going to be about ascended masters and how souls fragment and the difference between fragments that are intentional and unintentional. It's going to be so cool. So please join me again for those couple episodes here coming up this week. Lastly, don't forget, hop on the link below, sign up for my 2/2/2022 or my 2/22/2022 special mini sessions. I would love to spend time with you, helping you to integrate and calibrate. As always, I am sending you so much love, and I honor the divine being that you are. We'll see you next time.